So this is a Trigano Silver 430. Just going to take you around the van and show you how it operates. Front of the van, you've got your jockey wheel, hitch and handbrake. This is all stuff we'll take you through in person here on site. In the front locker, you have your gas regulator on the bulkhead and your 2 gas bottle tie downs. You can carry a maximum of 2 6-kilogram propane gas bottles on the Caravan at any time. Spare wheel in the left hand side there, should you ever need it. Coming down the right hand side of the Caravan, the door side of the van, you've got a barbecue. You haven't, sorry. You've got a 3-pin socket here, sorry. So you can have mains power plugged in, so if you had an awning on the side of the Caravan, you could have power out to your awning. On each corner of the Caravan, you've got a wind down leg. The bar for this is inside the Caravan. It isn't a standard size Caravan leg winder, so you will find it's inside there's a socket with an extension bar and a winder for you to use. But you need to have each of the legs down while you're using the Caravan on site. If you don't, the Caravan can potentially tip or rock while the Caravan is in use. So like I said, you'd have all 4 legs down to stabilise the van while you're on the site. You've then got your 110 amp leisure battery on board the van and your mains power lead coming into the side of the Caravan. Behind the mains power lead, you've got a power switch for your motor mover, which again we'll demonstrate while you're here on site. The wheel nuts, I'm going to torque before the Caravan leaves site so you can see they've been tightened correctly, and like I said, the motor mover that's down there will demonstrate that also. You've got a fridge vent for when the fridge is running on electric or gas. So essentially that is there to allow the hot air out the back of the fridge unit to take some cool air in. On the back of the Caravan again, you've got your wind down legs. I've just put one down for the purpose of handover so we can demonstrate how the Caravan works. But like I said, when you are on site and you're using the Caravan properly, you'd have all 4 legs down. On the off side of the Caravan, or the near side of the Caravan, sorry, you've got your toilet flush tank. So you'd open this up, you need to put 3.5 litres of water in here and a cap full of the pink fluid prior to use. In the bottom, you have your toilet waste cassette, which you release by pulling up the yellow handle at the bottom, pulling the cassette towards you. The neck here turns round so you can tip the waste away. The yellow cap is a measure for your blue fluid, which you put 1 litre of water in here and a cap full of the blue fluid prior to use. And then you've got your yellow pressure relief button on the back of the cassette, so when you're tipping the waste away, it doesn't spit and splatter back at you. You've then got your water tank, so you connect your water pump up to the side of the Caravan by pushing it into the side of the van. You can use the cap there to lock the pump in place, and the pump itself will drop down inside the aqua roll. Water system feels slightly differently to a standard Caravan here, as there's no water pump switch. Essentially, when you turn on the tap, it pulls the water straight from the aqua roll to the taps itself. But I'll explain a little bit more about that when we go inside the van. So, we'll go inside the Caravan now. Underneath the seat, or underneath the bed on the right hand side at the rear of the Caravan, or seating area, depending on how you want to use it, you'll find your 240 trip switches. To make sure all the power's on inside the Caravan, you'll have all them trip switches up. If you want to isolate the power while the Caravan's not being used, you can flick the isolator switch on the right hand side, the blue switch on the end there, down to the bottom. If you want to check to see what mains power is coming into the Caravan, if you want to check to make sure there's mains power coming into the Caravan, you can connect the mains power lead on the outside of the van and hit the white test switch. If that blue switch on the right hand side drops down to the bottom, it means there is power coming into the Caravan from the site you're on. If that switch doesn't drop down, it means there is no mains power coming into the Caravan. Underneath the bed on the left hand side, you'll find your water drain down switches. So to drain the water system down, you need to unscrew both of these connections till they are loose, and that will drain down this water heater system. Now the water heater just draws water straight from the connection on the outside of the van into this tank and straight to the tap. So you had to fill it, you'd make sure both of these taps were completely down, as they are at the moment, so the water system can fill. You then come over to the tap. You don't need to turn on a water pump switch because there isn't one on this particular van. And you fill the water system up on the hot side of the system. It'll take a second to build pressure, as you can see. But as soon as it's got pressure, you'll have water running everywhere inside the Caravan. So as you can see, each time you turn it on, you're just going to build the pressure up each time. As soon as the water's coming through, you'll turn all of the taps back off to the off position. The fridge works like a standard Caravan fridge. So on the left hand side here, you've got your option to run 12 volt while you're towing down the road. You've got your mains power switch, which you have on when you're running mains power to the Caravan, and you control the temperature of the fridge on this dial on the left hand side, sorry. If you want to run the fridge on gas, you'd simply turn it to the on position on the gas, turn the dial round, push that dial in just here and hit the igniter at the same time. Once the fridge has ignited on gas, in this little window down the back here, you'll have your pilot light and you'll see a blue flame in there, so the fridge is running on gas continuously. You would need to continue to hold in the gas valve once you've got your pilot light down there for a further 5 to 10 seconds, then you'll be able to control the temperature of the fridge on the dial just here by spinning it to the position where you want it to be. Turn the fridge off, you'll spin it back to the off position here, and the fridge will be isolated on gas. The toilet system in the bathroom, again, works like a standard Caravan. You've got the pump on top for pumping the water, so you pull that valve, piece that says Thetford up to flush and down to flush. You have a toilet full indicator light to let you know when the toilet waste cassette is completely full. The toilet seat itself turns for your convenience, so you're not trapped in the corner there. And then below the toilet you have your grey waste handle just down the side there that you need to pull towards us here into the open position before you use the loo. To remove the toilet cassette from underneath the Caravan, you need to make sure it's in the position it's in now, so you can remove the cassette from underneath the Caravan. And you also need to make sure the toilet seat is pointing straight across the van as it is now. So that is the Trigano Silver 430. If you have any further questions on the Caravan, please don't hesitate to give us a call here at the Caravan Company, and we'll be more than happy to help. I should say, we'll demonstrate how to fold the top down while you're here on site. We appreciate the business and we look forward to seeing you shortly. Thank you very much. Bye bye.